You've seen the ads, right? Every YouTuber, every podcaster telling you to just click connect on your VPN and poof, you're a digital ghost, invisible to hackers, governments, everyone. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on that idea because it's not the whole truth. It's not even close. Let's just cut right to it. It's a lie. Okay, maybe not a complete lie, but it's dangerously misleading. Look, your VPN is an amazing tool for encrypting your data, for sure. But a magical force field that makes you invincible? No way. And this really sums it all up. The myth, the marketing fantasy, is that you're totally invisible, a ghost in the machine. But the reality? Oh, the reality is so much scarier. If you actually believe that myth, if you think that a VPN is all you need, you've just made yourself the perfect target by being completely complacent. So let's break down this myth. Because here's the thing. Encryption is fantastic. It's absolutely a cornerstone of good security. But it doesn't make you mistake-proof. And those little mistakes, well, they can bring the whole house of cards crashing down. Before we really get into the weeds, I have to ask, and be honest with yourself here, which coffee are you drinking today? The secure one or the I use the same password for everything one? Because honestly, a lot of the time, your daily habits matter so much more than any piece of software you can install. Okay, now we're going to get a little scary. Picture this. You're connected to your VPN, feeling totally safe. Then an email pops up. It looks perfectly legit from your bank, maybe a LinkedIn request. You click the link. Your VPN does absolutely nothing. It can't stop you from clicking. And just like that, a hacker can literally take control of your web browser using a tool called the Browser Exploitation Framework, or as it's known, BEEF. And look how frighteningly simple this is. Step 1, you click. Step 2, they've hooked your browser. That's it. Now they have a direct window into your world. They see what you see in real time. And worse, they can start throwing things on your screen. Fake login boxes, fake your session has expired messages, anything to trick you into just handing over your password. This quote just nails it. I mean, think about this for a second. Your VPN is doing its job perfectly. It's creating a secure, encrypted tunnel, but it's a tunnel that leads directly to the hacker's server. You're literally gift-wrapping your data in an unbreakable box and then hand-delivering it to the thief who already has the key. It's just insane. Okay, so let's peek inside a hacker's playbook, shall we? We're going to look at a couple more attacks that completely bypass your VPN and don't care at all about that fancy encryption you're paying for. This number right here, this should stop you in your tracks. 90%. Let that sink in. The vast majority of successful cyber attacks begin with a simple phishing email. Hackers aren't throwing themselves against the brick wall of your VPN's encryption. That's way too hard. Why would they? It's so much easier to just trick you, the human. You know, they aren't breaking in. They're logging in with your credentials. All right, here's another nasty one. DNS poisoning. Imagine your computer has its own little local address book, right? It's called the host file. Now, what if a hacker gets malware on your machine, maybe from a sketchy Word doc you downloaded? Well, that malware can scribble all over that address book. And this is the really evil part. You go to your browser and type in bank.com. Your computer checks its little poisoned address book first, sees the fake address the hacker wrote in there, and sends you to a perfect replica of your bank's website. And your VPN? It doesn't suspect a thing, because as far as it knows, that's exactly where you told it you wanted to go. Now, let's talk about public Wi-Fi. We've all done it. You walk into a coffee shop, you need to get online. But here's the danger. A hacker can sit in that same coffee shop with a tiny, innocent-looking device, something like a Wi-Fi pineapple, and create a fake Wi-Fi network. It's called an evil twin because it looks exactly like the real one. And here's how they get you. They'll boost their signal so it's stronger than the real one. And what does your phone or your laptop do? It's designed to be helpful. It automatically connects to the strongest signal available. And if you haven't fired up your VPN the instant you connect, that's it. That tiny window of time is all they need. They can snatch your data before you even have a chance to hit that connect button. So after hearing all that, you might be thinking, well, should I just throw my VPN in the trash? No, absolutely not. A VPN is still a critical tool, but you have to think of it as just one layer of your defense, one brick in the wall. To be truly safe, you need to stop thinking about a single tool and start thinking about building a fortress. So what does a real security fortress look like? It's all about layers. You've got your VPN, but you also enable its threat protection features. Then, and this is totally non-negotiable, you use multi-factor authentication on everything. You get a password manager. And if you want to level up to what some call the Snowden level setup, you start isolating your activity with things like a separate operating system or even a dedicated hardware firewall. And that nuclear option, it's so cool. It's an operating system called Tails Linux. You run it from a simple USB stick. And the best part? It has what you could call goldfish memory. The moment you pull that USB stick out of the computer, poof, everything you just did is gone. Every trace. It's like it never even happened, which means there's nothing left for malware to find. And all of this brings us to the most important point of all. You can have all the best software in the world, but it won't save you if you don't understand the game. The hard truth is that you are the final layer of security. The human element is the most critical and most vulnerable part of the whole system. So, what's the bottom line? First, a VPN is just one tool, it's not the whole toolbox. Second, remember that hackers target people, not just technology. That means your best defense isn't buying more software, it's gaining more knowledge. Ultimately, your mindset, thinking critically before you click, is your strongest shield. And that leaves us with one final thought. When I say hacker here, I don't mean a criminal. I mean a hacker in the original sense of the word, someone who seeks to understand the system, not just passively use it. So the question for you is, are you content to be just a user, or are you ready to become a hacker and take an active role in defending your own digital world?